Hello and welcome to Talkin Baseball, the third annual trade deadline draft episode, except it's the first time it's on Talkin Baseball. Chris Rose, Jolly Olive, Trevor Plouffe.
Oh, what?
Oh, no.
It exploded.
I gotta wear this stupid jacket. What's going on, everybody? Welcome to Talkin Baseball, a special trade deadline draft episode presented to you by SeatGeek. I am Jake Storielli. I am joined by a group of people I get to call my friends.
Oh.
How special is that? And there definitely won't be any toxicity this episode about Pete Alonso being traded.
Okay. We're like 30 seconds in.
Trevor Plouffe, Jolly Olive, Chris Rose.
Yes.
I will start with you because we did have a trade to figure this out.
But you basically stole the idea. Let's call it what it is.
Okay.
When your boss calls and says, yeah, we would like to maybe, since we cut your show to once a week, we would like to now steal your trade show.
Hey, Mr. Rose, is it okay
No
if we do the
problem.
trade deadline episode?
So let's do it. Why don't we do it? Perfect.
Trev, how are you? Okay.
Don't ask me that. I'm great.
Jolly?
Quick trigger. I'm good, man. I'm happy to be here. Like talking trades, except when it's about my team. So
Yeah, well,
We might be talking about
They
your
I
might
don't
be
team.
think
in
we
the
need
mix.
to. I feel like we're still in it.
Should we give out the rules?
I was going to ask you to hand out the rules because
Okay.
I for sure was going to botch it.
So we've changed it a little bit now that the program has made its way from Rose Rotation to the number one baseball podcast in the world with Talkin Baseball.
Oh.
Thanks for having us on, by the way. We are going to shift it from 8 rounds down to 6 rounds. So there will be 24 players traded fictitiously over the next hour or so. If your player gets traded, you get 5 points. If you also select a team, you will get an additional 10 points. If that player traded was an all-star in 2023 in Seattle, whether they were voted in by the fans, named by the players or the managers of the league, or as a replacement, you get another 5 points. Then you get an additional 5 points for every major award they have won between MVP, Cy Young, and Rookie of the Year. So let's play a little what-if game. If Jake Storielli says that Clayton Kershaw is going to get traded from the Los Angeles Dodgers to the Texas Rangers, lo and behold, it happens.
Safe pick.
He gets 5 points for it happening, another 10 for him nailing his destination, another 5 because Kershaw was named an all-star, another 5 because he has won in Cy Young. We know he's won 3, but we don't give him 15 for that, just 5. And then another 5 because he was a league MVP at one point. So you add all that up, Jake, and how many points did you just get?
25.
Are we sure about that?
No idea.
Okay.
I stopped listening.
There's a 5, a
halfway through that
10,
thing.
That's 15. Another 5.
30.
Yes, 30 would be the right answer. So congratulations.
Thank you.
Clayton Kershaw to the Rangers.
Right.
It's where he's always wanted to go.
Yeah.
It's where he's always wanted to
Actually,
be.
John Heyman just reported it, so don't worry.
Oh, shoot.
Not looking.
Right.
What?
He named him Chris Kershaw, though, in the
Oh
tweet.
my
Your
God.
All right,
Heyman shout
so-
5 minutes in.
We do have to figure out the order, right?
Right, and we did. We're starting to get kooky in the All-Star House. It feels like between energy drinks and testosterone, everyone's thoughts are already getting skewed. That we're gonna draw bananas. We don't have much in this home, but we did have a bunch of bananas. That,
I mean, what other way are you going to do it?
All right.
Don't look at the banana.
Wait. Okay, what the hell, man? I saw my banana.
Oh, yes!
Chris Rose, do you have the number one
I
banana?
have the number 1 banana.
Does anyone want to trade bananas?
Trevor Plouffe
Two
has
hole.
the 2.
I got a little snake pick.
Oh, you bruised the banana.
Dude, party
Are
foul.
we eating him right now?
Well,
gonna take
now
a bite
yours
of
is
mine.
mushy.
Do you
All right,
eat
so
the
I got
skin on your
number 1
banana?
pick. So this is going to be a snake draft, right? Who's got 2?
Trevor Plouffe
He had
has 2.
to.
All right, who's got 3?
I have 3.
Oh, so you're 4 and 5.
I got a banana. That's
All
what I
right,
have.
cool. So I guess
So
I'm
look
up
at
first.
that.
Yeah.
That's kind of cute.
Are you comfortable with your computer? What is going on right now?
Looks great over here, doesn't
Put
it?
it on the table. The table.
You know what?
I'm
You
not
yelled at me
gonna
before the show.
steal
You're like,
your
Rose, you
picks.
take up too much room.
What are you doing?
So I'm trying to
Like
take
he's
up
playing
this little room.
Battleship.
I don't want anybody staring at my picks.
God.
I won't steal your
Rosie's
picks.
bookmarks are crazy.
Yeah. With the first pick
Yes.
Oh, shoot. I got to be ready, huh?
in the trade draft,
You that's really fast.
I will take. Is there any way he gets traded?
Okay.
Does Shohei Ohtani get traded?
Wow.
Does he? Does he?
Doing Ohtani for clicks.
What?
That's Chris Rose.
All right, Shohei Ohtani's getting traded. Somebody check on the health of Ben Verlander. Make sure he's okay.
Oh, my
Seemed
God.
What? I just want to make sure he's okay. We care about people.
Why is Rosie being so toxic?
All right. I'm going to have him going to the.
Now this is fun.
I mean,
Yeah,
be more
where?
basic. Be more basic. Right? I know exactly where you're going with this.
No, he's not going to get traded to the Dodgers.
Okay.
No, that's not fun.
But then he's not going to get traded.
You know why?
Because where else is he going to go? The Guardians.
Let's go, Reds. Make a play for him.
This is
the
1-1.
matter?
This
Wait a
is
second.
1-1.
What's the matter with that? That's not going to happen? What are you laughing at?
Just give him De La Cruz and McClain and
No, they've got plenty of young guys in their
Oh, my
organization.
gosh.
Strand Encarnacion, he can go. What?
Okay. I know. Okay.
What's the matter? You go ahead.
I like it, actually.
Did you
I
sleep
thought you
last
were going
night?
to say the Dodgers.
If- If Shohei gets traded, you get a ton of points.
Yes.
He's MVP, All-Star, etc. Cincinnati.
They're in play. You heard it here first. He's
He
from
didn't-
Ohio.
He didn't
Hold
play
on.
for the graphic.
So they need a pitcher. They need a pitcher. They've got plenty of young talent behind the guys that have already come up.
Okay.
Plenty of young talent.
Okay.
Why doesn't it make sense for the greatest rental ever? Give yourself a shot. Where would that put Cincinnati if they traded for him?
I like where your head's at. I really do. We laughed initially because it was a shock because I thought you were saying Shohei to the Dodgers, but Shohei to
Hello?
Cincy. I'm in.
Okay. Okay.
I mean, just,
Who's number 2?
Tough act to follow, Trev.
we're just going to keep going.
Well, because you left the door wide open, I think the Dodgers are going to trade for a starting pitcher.
Yep.
You've mentioned many times on our show, which is maybe some people might consider it the best baseball show ever.
Yeah, probably.
Some people. You've mentioned they want a starter and a reliever. I'm going to go with the starter. It's Lucas Giolito. I think there's like 100% chance that he gets traded.
Uh-huh.
And I think he is going to go to the Dodgers.
Okay.
Bring him home. Valley boy
Like
pitching
that.
for the Dodgers. A little bit of stability. You know, he's an ace-type pitcher that'll slot into what, the 2, 3, 4 slot in their rotation. I'm in, man.
Really interesting that you didn't go for a guy who's ever won an award or was named an all-star.
He's
You're
not-
leaving
I
points
think
on
he
the
forgot
table.
the rules.
Do
He's
I
not
need to
chasing
do that?
points.
Yeah, what do you
No.
mean? I'm just trying to get it right.
There's different ways to play the game. I remember
I just said interesting. I didn't say wrong.
year one.
Lucas Giolito's never been an all-star?
No, he has been, but he wasn't this year.
Oh, he has to be an all-star this year.
Yeah.
I'm lost on the rules.
So he
again.
did miss some of the rules.
Okay.
Hey, I remember one of our first bonding moments, big bonding moments, was the first ever draft of this.
Yeah.
And Ashland won by drafting all guys to be traded to the Atlanta Braves.
And it
They did it,
actually
yeah.
happened.
Kinda
And
worked
it
out.
actually happened.
Yes.
It actually happened. So, hey, Giolito's probably getting traded.
yes.
I'd say so.
That's just, those are points.
yes.
Those
All
are
right.
points.
Okay. Jake?
I chase points. That's who I am.
From the get-go.
That's who I am.
Banana in the
Yeah.
end.
And I think we have a former MVP getting traded.
Ooh, I like it.
Where's
Let's
Paul
do it.
Goldschmidt going?
And he's one of your 3 favorite players, Trevor Plouffe.
Wow.
Oh.
He's doing
Yeah.
a
Andrew
Yankee trade.
McCutcheon. Oh, boy.
Kutch? Where's he
Andrew
going?
That's
McCutcheon
sad.
gets traded to a team that just needs a reliable stick.
Mm-hmm.
A team that's trying to win the NL Central and compete with Shohei Ohtani's
Oh,
Reds.
my goodness.
Andrew McCutcheon to the Brew Crew.
Back to the Brewers. A little reunited.
Run it back.
Interesting.
Get those MVP points.
I don't hate it.
Thank you.
It's not bad. MVP points are critical.
I thought for sure
Could be
you
the
were pulling
difference.
the Yankee trade right off the bat.
Oh, I mean, those will come.
Okay.
Those will
There's
come.
6 rounds.
Yeah.
So I got 2 in a row?
Yeah,
Please,
you get
Joe.
4 and
I
5.
kind of like the number 4 banana. I don't know about you guys. I'm going to do the starting pitcher because I feel like this is going to be a starting pitching heavy trade deadline because I feel
Yeah.
like those are like where the best pieces are at. Jake's going to hate this pick.
Okay.
You already stated that you hate this pick.
Yeah.
I'm going to make it anyway because Baltimore Orioles are a top 3 team in baseball right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've always been an Orioles guy.
Sure.
Dating
Everyone
back
knows
to my
that.
birth. You know, I was born
Who's going there?
wearing an Orioles hat. And they're looking for a guy that's going to be a part of the future, you know, because it's not just this year. It's going to be the next. It's going to be the 2020s, you know. And I think a big piece of that would be getting a guy with a couple years of control on a team that's not doing so well. I think Dylan Cease makes the jump for a huge package of position players, which the White Sox need, and he joins the Baltimore Orioles and becomes their ace.
Okay. That's a good one. I like
think
it.
It's an ideal target for them.
I like that, and I hate
Walks a few too many guys for my liking, but he's a really good pitcher.
Wow,
So we're we're
saying.
stripping the White Sox. White Sox are we're taking them
You
all down
just,
because
you
I
just
have
lost 40% of their rotation.
like how many teams are for sure selling? I would
Yes,
say the
there's
White Sox are in that group.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
Speaking of which, I'm going to keep it in the AL Central with teams selling with another starting pitcher that I think will fly off the board relatively quickly. I think Eduardo Rodriguez is going somewhere. I'm still kind of deciding in my brain where he goes because he has been good. I think he was injured for a little bit. And I think the Dodgers are not going to want to let this season kind of slip away. And I think they see the Diamondbacks slowing down a little bit, heading into the break. I think they make a play there because they got kind of like a decimated rotation, too, with Syndergaard not working. Dustin May's got Tommy John. So I'll say Eduardo Rodriguez to the Dodgers.
So I think you got shortchanged a little bit on that one because he would have been an all-star had he stayed healthy.
Well,
right?
I'm playing for accuracy.
Yes.
Yeah. No, I'm just saying that I think I like the idea. I
Yeah.
just think that his injury cost you 5 points.
It's
'Cause
okay. I forgive him, honestly.
Okay.
He can opt out, huh?
Yeah,
That's
he can.
interesting.
He can.
I wonder if another opt-out guy comes up later in this draft.
We're all in agreement that the Dodgers are going to trade for a starter.
Yes.
Yeah,
Okay.
I would agree.
I don't know if I am, by the way.
Okay.
I mean,
They have a ton of guys coming off the IL, like eventually, right?
I mean,
not really with the starting pitching, no.
that's like their one vulnerability right now.
And their bullpen needs a lot of help too.
Yeah, but you can fix that.
Okay. Great job, Charlie.
Thanks, man. Appreciate you.
Well thought out.
Nobody I would have taken.
Oh, okay. Emmett Sheehan, pretty good pitcher.
Let's see. I need to figure out. I don't know where that guy's going. Let's come back to him because you guys won't take him. Let's go with.
How many points for finishing your banana?
Oh, I already crushed that.
Jesus
I'm already on the board.
I think Jolly left some points
That's
out
his
there.
potential.
Uh-huh.
Yeah?
I am going to take teammate of Eduardo Rodriguez and all-star Michael Lorenzen.
Wow.
Okay.
Okay, you love Michael
And you
Lorenzen.
know where he's going?
I don't.
He is joining Shohei Ohtani on the Cincinnati Reds. A little Michael Lorenzen reunion.
Wow.
Interesting.
Bring
They're gonna
back
have-
the Vans,
As a hitter
bro.
or a pitcher?
Yes.
Two Ohtanis on the
Both of
same
them.
Yeah,
team.
two
Yes.
ways.
I kind of love that.
Interesting.
That's my favorite.
Do you think
thing so
Shohei
far.
will join him with the shirtless pull-ups with the chain around his neck?
I'd love to see it.
That would be
I'll
impressive.
tell you that much.
Yeah. That dude can work it.
Shohei is
All right, I like that. Interesting.
Michael Lorenzen, 6 overall.
going for those all-star points.
I get it.
Okay. I think I'm going to stay starting pitcher. I am going to go with Marcus Stroman. All-star this year, right?
Yeah,
So
all-star.
I get points for that.
Yep.
I haven't figured out a destination for him, although I'm thinking now in my head what teams need starters. You guys have already taken the Reds a couple times. We've taken the Dodgers a couple times now.
Reds.
And then we talked about the Orioles needed starting pitching. I think Marcus Stroman to the Diamondbacks.
That's what I had on my sheet.
Good one.
I love that.
That's a really good one.
If you go Zach Gallen, Marcus Stroman in the desert,
Merrill
And then
Kelly.
Merrill Kelly, once
Kelly.
he gets healthy, yeah.
You win any 3-game set, man.
That's good.
Snakes need a jolt.
That's fun.
I thought about doing that.
Okay.
shit.
He's a jolty guy.
He's a jolty guy. Him and Longo in the same
Whoa.
clubhouse.
Yes.
Wow.
So yeah, Marcus Stroman to the Diamondbacks. Has he ever won any awards?
No.
Okay, All-Star
Really?
this year. Though.
All-star
All-star.
this year. And he's lining up a Cy Young this
Yeah.
year.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Cubs
he's
don't
definitely-
want to extend him. He's worth a lot right now.
Yep. I think that's a great
Great
call on your
job.
part.
Thanks, bro.
We were all kind of worried we were going to lose you after your first pick, but that was good.
Which is why I am going to follow suit, and I think he's not the only Chicago Cub out the door that's going to be
Hey, now.
that has an opt-out. Cody, we have seen the resurgence of one Cody Bellinger, a former National League MVP.
I was going to go with
So I'm
him.
chasing those points.
Man.
Now the
Don't
question
say it.
is,
You know where he's going.
is where
say
does
it.
he land?
You know where he's
You don't
going,
have to say it.
Rosie.
You don't have to say it. You can go anywhere.
You know where he's
Don't you think that Sean Casey has broken
Yes.
his swing
Yes.
Why are we
multiple
stroking
times
his ego?
on the big board in Studio 21?
Yes.
He probably goes, D-Ro, hey D-Ro, look at this. See when he was locked in, bro, he was swing. Oh, God, look at that left-handed swing.
say bro.
Look at that. So.
He steals your show and then you do this for him?
That
No,
crazy.
Casey's a buddy of mine. He wouldn't steal the shows. No. So he is off to the Bronx. I think, Pops played there.
Yes.
Why not? Let's see if he can continue the magic up there. They need help in that outfield. You move Bader over to left.
I love it.
All of a sudden, what? Oh.
They didn't like that.
Cody can play left.
Cody's going to left?
Yeah.
I don't know about
I don't know about that either.
I don't.
I think Cody's a center fielder, which
I
is
think
why
Cody's
it won't
a center
work.
You might
fielder.
see him.
Probably
and
should have picked a
Harrison.
different team.
Yeah.
Maybe you just
or
play-
maybe somebody goes to right.
Maybe you just do
that
two outfielders.
That Judge guy. Judge?
Aaron.
Well,
Aaron.
if you put if Judge isn't back, if you have Bader and Belly and Stanton in the outfield,
Yeah.
I think you just tuck Stanton in kind of by the foul pole. Let the other two just go get
Left
it.
center, right
That's a
center.
great pick, Chris Rose.
Thank you. I've got a wraparound pick
Yes.
here.
Yeah.
This one pains me a little bit because it's gotten a little personal
Guard
finally.
dog.
You're doing it.
Guard dog.
Because I've been on this train since the beginning of the season that I said,
Yes.
regardless of how he pitched,
Yeah.
that this is the year that Shane Bieber gets traded. He has a year and a half of control left. He has not pitched great. He's been very hittable. He's given up a ton of homers, which is why I think that if he heads out to San Francisco, that might play.
Wow.
They are, even though they
seems like a giant. He seems like a giant.
even though that they have signed a bunch of guys, Ross Stripling, Sean Manaea,
Yeah.
This is a
that
good pick.
it just hasn't worked out for them, whether it's been because of health or they just haven't performed well. They have basically had three guys in a rotation and then had to fill, the other two spots with bullpen games or spot starters here and there. That's not going to be good enough for a team that is in contention. The one thing that Shane Bieber can give you is innings, and that's what the Giants need.
Okay.
So I think that actually Farhan has done a really good job building up that farm system, getting some young guys up here that have contributed, and I think they're going to send an everyday bat back to Cleveland. I don't know who that is, but I can't wait to find out. Former Cy Young winner, too.
Yeah, some points there.
Okay, Plouffe.
It's back to me. Oh, no.
I never thought about the team for Bieber. Giants.
That makes sense, though.
I like
Kind
that
of
one.
works
Y'all
in my
scoffed
brain.
at me when I had Shohei going to Cincinnati. You watch.
I actually really liked it. I think he looked great in that uniform.
guys are
Him and Ellie De La
insane.
Cruz, two aliens
Dude,
playing
how about putting on
together.
the Viking hat?
I would not like that. I'm against the Viking hat. That's everyone knows that.
Wouldn't the trade
Would-
require Ellie, though?
Would
Like,
he take?
No. Not for 2 months.
For Shohei, though?
Not for 2 months.
It's the greatest player to ever play the game.
But for 2 months.
Yeah.
It's a rental.
I don't know. That takes you to instant World Series favorites if you have Shohei in your team.
Dude, if they could get
No.
2 everyday
I think
players
we're
for a
underselling
rental,
him.
they
I
would
think
do
we're
it.
underselling him a little bit. That's all I'm saying.
Okay.
A little bit.
I am going to go with a blockbuster of sorts. I think there is a chance that Juan Soto gets moved.
Okay.
Oh, my God. Again?
Yeah.
I do. I don't know if they. I mean, I don't know this. I'm not in the front office of the Padres. I don't know what
Yet.
talks they've had yet about extending him if there is a chance. I know he's still has another year of control. 2024, he's a free agent after that year, correct?
Yeah.
So if they don't think they can extend him, and things haven't necessarily worked out for San Diego, but he's having a really good year. So if they want to maximize, their return for him, you get him
Now's
for
the
this.
time.
Now's the time. You get him for this year, the playoff front, plus a whole another year. So I'm looking at Juan Soto, and the team that I think that he might go to is the Tampa Bay Rays.
Oh, I love that.
Yes,
I
they
love
they
that.
were linked on him.
Yes, they were.
Just last year.
You're right.
So if they want to continue being the big bad boys of the East, as the Orioles are breathing down their neck, the Yankees are middling around. We talked about that earlier, but I'm going out there. Does he have MVP stuff?
No, he hasn't won one.
Well, anyways, I think
he finished runner-up for Rookie of the Year.
I think he's got a chance to be moved. I don't know if it's the Rays. I'm going to go with the Rays just because they were linked with him before. I think that, anybody would want him there, but because they were linked, I'll go Juan Soto to the Rays.
I kind of like it.
I do too.
I kind of like it.
If you're curious about this, runner-up Rookie of the Year in 2018, runner-up MVP in 2021. So he's sniffed it.
How many points for that?
But he is an all-star this year.
There you go.
Okay.
Nada.
I like it.
Almost went to the Yanks, but no.
Come on.
He was linked to the Rays.
We got to stop stroking.
There's good news. I'll talk some Yankees.
Oh.
Hey, I'm going to send a photo to Chris Dickerson. Speaking of the Reds and Yankees.
And Orioles.
Yeah.
And Orioles. He's asked me what we're doing today.
Just bopping with the boys.
Oh, can I get everybody in there?
Okay.
That's a bad picture.
Horrible. We're doing a show.
Come on. Can we keep going?
I have the big Yankees trade. Huge. MVP type player.
Whoa.
What?
Leaving New York. The Yankees made a trade at last year's deadline. Joey Gallo. I think they're going to make a similar transaction this year with former MVP Josh Donaldson. Oh, I think the Yankees will move on from Josh. I will pick for now the team that tried to tap into Joey Gallo. I say the Dodgers go for it. See if they can get some Josh Donaldson magic for a couple months. Why not?
Do the Yankees take all the money?
Interesting.
Yeah, they have to.
Right?
They're already in.
All right.
It's a sunk cost.
Don't hate it then, honestly.
Is this the last year they're paying him?
It's a buyout.
Oh, well, but the buyout's got to be big.
It's real. The Yankees would have to cover it.
Let's see.
Wow.
I can't wait to find out what the buyout
It's
is.
like
8?
Yeah. Not bad, right?
To not
don't play for us.
What does my John Boy pay buyout look like? I forgot. Is it $4 million to not work for it?
It was banana 3, which is halfully eaten.
Is that the back end of the you stealing this show trade?
That's
That's what I guess for not finishing this banana.
Trev chopped
I dare you to eat that banana now. Oh,
okay.
yeah. Why don't you let him hold it? And would you let him put his fingerprints in the banana, and then would you eat it?
I'm getting a lot of like
Jolly, you have the next two picks.
I do.
Sorry to went off the board, by the way.
No, I kind of liked it.
I like it that you got a former MVP in there. That was sneaky.
I love the extra points. I love the extra.
What do you got there, Jolly?
I got to do All-Stars this time because I didn't last time, and I feel like I left some points on the board. So I'm going to take 2 All-Stars with my wraparound. First one, kind of a cute pick. I think it's cute. Breakout star this year, got away from Colorado, Carlos Estevez. Closing a lot of games for the Angels, doing a really good job. Yep. They were in it. They fell back to 500. They're kind of out of it now.
This is a bad episode for Angels.
I know, and it's tough because I did
not. A week ago, I don't think there's.
I didn't want to be talking about the Angels like this, but I think a lot of the fan base is slowly realizing this is the move now with all their injuries. Estevez is on a favorable contract. He's had a great year. He just made the All-Star team.
That's a good one.
And I think I'm not going to pick a big market team here because I think they're going to shoot a little bit higher for like the elite echelon of relievers that are available. But one team that I think will upgrade because we're more than halfway through, and they're still well into things that could use a bullpen upgrade is the Miami Marlins. Because I think that they're not just going to do nothing, and I think they have a lot of pieces they can sell, and the Angels need pitching, like they've always kind of needed pitching. And you put Estevez at the back of the bullpen, you got A.J. Puck, Tanner Scott's had a good year. That's kind of a formula. So it's a little outside the box, but I wanted to get an All-Star on the board.
I really enjoy that.
We like
the higher-up pick that I want to do is that I think
Mike Trout's going somewhere, isn't he?
He's not.
Can you imagine? Holy shit, dude.
It's my last pick. Just throw him out there. Why not? No, I think the Texas Rangers, they see Houston kind of down in the dumps right now. They see vulnerability. They make their Death Star move. They add another reliever from the San Diego Padres, who also made the All-Star team. Josh Hader, big lefty, heading down to Texas.
Yeah, that's
Texas
a good one.
tries to seal up the American League West.
If you've forgotten, that's actually where he was.
Yeah.
He wasn't he part of the Fires deal?
He was in Houston.
Carlos Gomez?
Yeah.
When they got shipped up to Milwaukee?
It was him, someone else.
Brett Phillips?
Yeah.
Was
there was
Phillips
like a few
in that
pieces
one?
in that deal.
Yeah, and then there was one other.
Hauser
was the other, right?
He was in that deal.
There you go.
Then he goes back to Texas.
All right.
You're up, big guy.
Well, you know where I'm actually up, Trev? The DraftKings Sportsbook, America's top rated sportsbook app. And you, go sign up to DraftKings. Place a couple parlays. That's where Poppy gets in the mix. And if you use code TALKIN, bet $5 to score $150 in bonus bets instantly.
Yummy.
It's code TALKIN only at DraftKings Sportsbook. Get ready, guys. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. In New York, call 877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY. In West Virginia, visit www.1800gambler.net in partnership with Hollywood Casino at Charlestown Races. All games regulated by West Virginia Lottery. Please play responsibly. In Connecticut, help is available for problem gambling. Call 888-789-7777 or visit ccpg.org. On behalf of Boot Hill Casino and Resort, Kansas, 21 plus, most eligible states, but ages vary by jurisdiction. See DraftKings.com/sportsbook for details and state-specific responsible gambling resources. Bonus bets expire 7 days after issuance. Eligibility and deposit restrictions apply. Terms at sportsbook.draftkings.com/baseball. I was clean and then I was dirty.
One more time?
And it's my turn?
Just slower this time.
I'm going to go to a pitch because pitchers get traded. Those are the facts, Jacks.
It's only one Jack.
Jordan Hicks to the Diamondbacks.
Wow. Jordan Hicks.
Oh, my From the Cardinals, obvious, one of the bigger flamethrowers in baseball. I think if you're another organization, you think you can tap into him even a little more than the Cardinals have, and you add a guy that throws 102 in your bullpen.
Kind of like it. We have the Diamondbacks having kind of the big deadline.
Might as well.
Cool.
We're here, right?
Yeah.
Two big buyers.
We're here.
Diamondbacks, Dodgers.
I'm getting up some numbers on my pick, and this is also a big one. This is a former MVP.
Whoa.
What?
Yeah.
Are you actually doing Trout?
I'm not doing Trout.
Come on,
I just want to get the.
You think
can't do
Verlander
Trout.
wants to leave New York that badly?
Stop.
A lot of Verlander talk here. Okay.
Good job, Jake.
I have already talked about this one, kind of like jokingly, but I've convinced myself now that something like this could happen. Okay. The Twins.
Okay.
They need offense.
Sure.
There's no way around that. A great, controllable starting pitching staff is there now. They have Carlos Correa locked up. They have Byron Buxton locked up. They have a logjam of people at the higher levels that are ready to come up or get traded. Mm-hmm. They need someone who is a proven hitter that's going to come in instant offense. Paul Goldschmidt is going to my Minnesota Twins.
Wow.
And it's going to be the Buck Paul Carlos show.
Goldschmidt kind of feels like a Minnesota guy.
He does a little bit.
I really like.
He's a Houston guy, but
joking about
Paul
this
Bunyan.
when I first mentioned it, but I think it makes a lot of sense. The Cardinals aren't doing it this year. Goldie is a free agent after 2024, so it's a year and a half rental. I guess, is that a rental? Year and a half.
Yeah.
So they're going to get something back. I think Minnesota has the pieces to do it, and honestly, I think he fits perfectly there.
I think Trev's having a really good draft, man.
You know who I was going to –
Thank you.
He was going to be my next pick,
Really?
but I was going to have him go into Seattle.
Okay, I like that too.
I was going to have him go to
I like
Seattle.
the Twins better.
Because I would have had Ty France as part of the trade
Oh, okay.
as the everyday guy to go back for a few more years of control, but then some of their young pitching would have headed to St. Louis. So, but I do like it. I mean, I hate it as a Cleveland fan, but I think that it actually makes some sense.
Yeah.
Which I don't love. All right, so I've got the next two picks here.
You do.
This is where it starts to get a little tricky here, gentlemen.
You kind of got to get risky a little bit.
A little bit, but I think the first guy is rather easy. He's an all-star.
Okay.
He's now a two-time all-star. He didn't make it on the first selection. I'm not sure why. Oh. But I know people have had – somebody had a reliever going to the Rangers. You had a Hader going to the Rangers?
Hader going to the Rangers.
Yeah. Well, we've already seen them take on Aroldis Chapman.
Yeah.
You have them adding Josh Hader, which makes sense. But I think that they want a righty. And I think David Bednar ends up going down there. That's a tough one for the Pirates because he's a Pittsburgh guy. loves it up there.
Yeah.
That's his city, right? He's a huge He just told me he bought Steelers season tickets for the first time. He can't wait for it. So I hope he also bought Cowboys season tickets because that's where I'm going to ship you right now, my man.
The knife on Pirates fans this episode.
Well,
So a lot of relievers going to Texas.
Well-
Chapman's already there. Hader's going there. Now Bednar's going there. That's an elite bullpen he just brought in.
They're stacked.
Kind of need
but
it.
you could see one more reliever going there. I only see one, but I've got the righty. He's got the lefty.
Okay.
Okay.
I see it.
How is Paul Goldschmidt younger than me?
Wow.
What does that mean?
He seems like such like a man.
Such
Are you
more of
ripping
a
on his
man.
hairline?
Such more of a man than I am.
Is that what you're doing?
I'm older than Garrett Cole.
Oh, my God.
And Garrett Cole's like a military leader.
Famously, Paul Goldschmidt gave me a Vans gift certificate and says, I don't wear Vans, but you look like you wear Vans. He was right.
He was right.
Is that like a compliment? I
don't know.
I don't know.
I think it's just an
I think
observation.
it was nice and insulting.
He shook my
You look
hand,
like you
and
wear
boy,
Vans.
I remember that handshake.
I think you
So,
have another pick, right?
I do.
Okay.
I've got a former award winner.
Okay.
A guy who, upon his last start, said, I have got to be better. And I think he will be better. But I think he's going to be better for another team.
Oh, boy.
Here we go.
And it's been crazy because this will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this will be another time where he's on the move.
Okay.
But don't you like it? Like, we loved it when McCutchen went back to where he originally was, right?
Oh.
Do you know where I'm going?
I think I know where you're going.
Verlander to Detroit.
Stop.
Don't you think Max Scherzer deserves a shot out in Arizona?
Oh, I thought you were going Dodgers.
Don't you think?
We're building a Death Star out in the desert.
We
man.
are.
We got Scherzer, Stroman.
Hey, listen, I think it's fun.
I mean,
You think he's moved, huh?
he was my next pick. I was trying to get
Okay,
some
you're
Cy
a
Young
Mets
votes in
guy,
there.
so you're in on
because
that.
Verlander,
Where were
I
you going to have him go? Dodgers?
Verlander feels unmovable just because it's
Yes.
the first year of the new deal. But Scherzer, I thought, is going somewhere on the West, whether Texas, L.A., Arizona.
People
One of
forget
those.
he was drafted by the Arizona Diamondbacks.
Who'd they trade him for?
He was in the 3-team deal, I think, with Curtis Granderson. Right?
I knew he would know this, too.
Yeah.
Isn't that it? It was.
I got to look this up.
Yeah, look
I'm
it
almost
up.
positive that Granderson went to the Yankees from Detroit.
We're being too nice to Diamondbacks fans.
Scherzer and who was the lefty that went with Scherzer?
The New York Yankees sent Ian Kennedy.
Ian Kennedy to the Diamondbacks.
Max Scherzer for
Scherzer,
Ian Kennedy.
right?
Great career.
And then wasn't Granderson the last part of that?
Anderson went Detroit to the
But there was
Yankees.
one other lefty. I thought. You know who was in there? Wasn't Daniel Schlereth in that trade? Wow. Am I right?
Mark Schlereth's son.
Am I right?
You're right, but that was disgusting. The fact that you just like have
Yeah.
and pronounced his name right.
Come on,
That's a
his dad
lot
was
of
an
consonants. That's four
amazing
consonants.
Pro
in a row.
Bowl guard.
It's crazy.
29 surgery.
Rosie got gross there for a second.
All right, let's go. Plouffe. Your penultimate pick.
My penultimate. That means second to last.
Very good.
Wow.
Yeah, I know
Stanford
that.
man.
Yes, thank you very much. I'm all over the place with this one because I want to give something to the Houston Astros.
Sure.
Yeah.
This makes sense.
Great team.
Yeah.
Yeah. If we're gonna tear it down out there in Chicago, White Sox, might as well tear it all the way down. I'm picking an all-star. La Pantera
No, come on.
to the Houston.
No way.
What is
Astros.
that?
He doesn't get traded. He's
Why
the what?
not?
On the best
I think that's
deal
who they
outside of
build
Ronald
around.
Acuna in baseball.
Why not? You traded Shohei with the first pick to the Reds.
Yeah,
and now
right.
you're mad at
No,
me?
he's leaving.
Great pick.
He's going to be on a new team after this year anyway.
I like the pick.
I feel like they build around him.
Now that I've thought about
Build
it. I like
what around him?
But if you're rebuilding, you need something.
Gosh,
in
he
the
does
center
have.
of it.
Well, he's got club options through 27. Holy Nikes! Can I take that one back?
Nope, it's already fallen out of your mouth.
You're crazy.
All right, fine. Luis Robert Jr.
Cool.
Put a package together.
to the Houston Astros. Yeah,
Chaz McCormick,
Hunter Brown.
Hunter Brown,
See you later.
Luis
luck.
Garcia.
All right, hey. Swing for the fences. You
Talk
land
me into it.
I
amongst
do
the
think
stars.
they are going to make a trade, though. All right.
Sometimes Sometimes our eyes get a little big for our britches.
Didn't somebody say
that.
like shoot for the moon and you land amongst the stars? But then someone was like, well, the nearest star is like way further than the moon, so that doesn't make any sense.
Simulation talk.
Yeah.
What the
Jake, you got anybody?
I have an all-star being traded.
I just did that, Lubob.
Stealing his whole flow, dude.
An all-star catcher.
Huh?
Really?
Because, I mean, Rushman's a good fit in Baltimore. No. Elias Diaz
I was
is
surprised.
your
with how little-
representative from the Colorado Rockies.
Okay.
Been around for a little bit. He made the All-Star team. He's been raking this year. I have a team that probably shouldn't be trading 4 players, but boy, are they dug in, and they haven't gotten a lot of production from their catchers. In division, the San Diego Padres trade for Elias Diaz. Throw him
Interesting.
behind the dish a little bit.
What about Blake Snell and Gary Sanchez's relationship?
Yeah, that one's been pretty
Gary
special.
catches 2 out of 5
Gary's
days.
personal catcher for Snell. How awesome would that story be? if Gary Sanchez, wherever Snell signs for $200 million next year, he also
has
goes.
to go with him.
And he just makes another $50 million because of Blake Snell.
Gary
Jake,
accidentally hits
what's-
20 homers.
What's the more unrealistic side of that? The Padres buying or the Rockies doing something?
Well, I can't believe I'm taking another Rocky for how bad they burnt me the first ever time doing this, because I was like,
They didn't do shit.
They had the most pieces
They
to
literally
give,
didn't do
and they didn't trade a thing. So, no, it hurts my soul a little bit, but I think, that's
You're
where
trusting
I'm at.
again.
Where are you going, Joe?
That's a good cue. I haven't taken a position player yet, and I kind of feel like a lame-o for that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Yes,
everyone's
Too.
been thinking
yeah,
that.
No, we're all
I thought it.
telepathic.
Travis
I picked a guy that was both a position player and a pitcher.
Hey, I like it. Everyone knows I'm an Astros fan. I'm willing into existence.
Oh, God. What's something crazy we can do?
Crazy.
It's on the sheet.
Let's be a little kooky.
Yeah, it is on there. Right next to Starling Marte, who Jolly said they're trading. So.
Don't be toxic. Okay. I think I'm going to go a little bit of the diet version of what Trev did, because Luis Robert was a little crazy.
Why? You guys.
So defensive. I think
People thought Steve Jobs was crazy, too.
Yeah,
the Astros buy because they're the Astros and they're not just going to give up.
makes sense.
I think they buy a little bit less, but they continue to take from the White Sox, plentiful talent. Abreu didn't work out, so they try again.
Oh.
I think they get a big bopper at DH.
Okay.
I think Eloy Jimenez could make the jump to Houston. I think the Crawford boxes would like him a lot.
Okay.
And that's a little bit less of a commitment. He's a free agent after 2024, club options.
So that means that either Jordan or Eloy is playing left field.
You could put Jordan in left field. You see that arm?
No, I know. I'm worried about him physically playing the position.
I don't think he's worried. I think he wants to be out there.
Okay.
It's a small left field.
I've talked
It
to him.
is.
No, it would be interesting if an Eloy trade does happen. That would be one of those trades that I think people would be shocked by the return, just because with his injury history.
You think
Oh,
we
yeah,
get
they wouldn't
and
get
with a
anything.
year and a half back, it would be like two. It'd be like 2 middle prospects, and you'd be like, "What? Eloy can hit 40 home runs?"
That's what I'm saying. I think the Astros would just find it.
And that's the Astros would be the team that does that.
That's what they would
You got another one.
I
This is
do
your
have
last
another
pick,
one.
I think.
Is this the ultimate round?
This
is
is my
it.
last
If that
pick.
was the penultimate round?
Oh, don't say that.
No, this is the pen round.
I want to go out with a bang, but I don't know if there's a bang available here. I don't know.
Play your cards right.
All right, I'm going to pick Jake's favorite pitcher. Jake's new favorite pitcher. Who
No.
we shared drinks over watching him.
Are you joking?
All right,
mow
Dickey's coming
down.
back?
That's my favorite pitcher.
Okay.
Are you talking about going to SeatGeek and checking out one of their 70,000 events every day?
How'd you read my mind like that?
Because with code Talkin, you can get $20 off
Yep.
your first
Get
purchase at
Really?
SeatGeek. Yeah.
You're nuts.
Go to wherever you're about to trade Blake Snell, which makes me really mad because I was teeing him up for my last pick.
So you're upset.
So I am upset,
You're a
and
little
that's
bit
why
upset.
I'm going to go to SeatGeek, download the
Yep.
app, use code Talkin, $20 off your first purchase. Where's he going, Joe?
He's a rental, right? Mm-hmm. And that AL East is tough, man. A lot of teams are in it. I don't think anyone's too proud not to buy
I don't know if Snell could pitch in the AL
that
East, though.
division. I think Blake Snell Blake Snell.
You mean where he won a Cy
His
Young?
evil twin brother, Blake Nell. Does not go back.
Different last name.
Yeah.
I think he joins up with the Boston Red Sox.
Whoa, come on.
That was so
On
toxic.
a rental deal.
I
Won't
sat
cost
at the
too
bar.
Oh, my
much.
God. To finish fifth?
Time is in a big year of
poured
his
my
tenure.
heart out to Jolly about how much
You
I
were
like
just
Snell.
being-
You know, you all got on my ass about Shohei going to Cincinnati. Can somebody rip him one
I
for
was
sending
enjoying
Snell
my
to Boston?
bourbon, and every 5 seconds you're going, he's going to strike out.
I feel
Jeez.
like there's a knife
Boston needs a starter.
into me.
I think they either stand pat or they make one move for a pitcher, and I think this might be it. There you go. Cy Young, All-Star. Give me my points.
Awful pick.
Give me my points.
Jake, what do you got?
I was going to pick Blake Snell.
Now you're back to the drawing board, kiddo. What do you got?
I'm back on the board. And I'm just, you know what? Let's get ugly. Let's just get completely mean.
You're gonna be so mean.
The Mets are selling because they stink.
So
Pete Alonso.
it's not gonna happen.
Oh, my God.
It's not gonna happen.
The Twins are going to call the Cardinals.
Stop.
They're going to say, hey, how are you doing, Cardinals? Oh, no, Paul Goldschmidt. Okay, thank you. We're glad you're
They're
back.
actually gonna get both.
And then they're going to call up Uncle Steve and then, hey, Steve, you know, love to Pete Alonso. I think the people out here would love him.
I like this. I
Polar,
like where this is
polar,
going.
Trev,
polar
don't-
bears
don't
and
do that.
lakes. The Minnesota Twins
Polar
come for
bears
that AL Central, and they get the polar bear.
I've never seen such a
Wow.
Trev, who are
spite
some of
pick
those
in my life.
prospects they
That
can
is
send
so
over?
good.
I'm dying to know.
So good.
I'm dying to know.
So many.
That was maybe the most toxic
Eddie
thing.
Julian,
I've
I mean,
ever seen.
look
they really
what
like
he's
him.
been
I
doing.
love
Eduard.
this. That's
You know?
fun. That's fun. Plus, you get some Rookie of the Year points.
Let's look at
No
the
points for home run
prospects.
derbies. I'm
That's
sorry.
fine. I will say this, and I'll defend
You're a
our
hater.
teammate Paxton.
Lee?
We did just a small social video like a month or two back, and it was like, who's going to be the biggest player trade at the deadline? She said Pete Alonso. People scoffed at that in the comments. It's in play.
Totally in play. I
guys are
agree.
haters.
It's in play.
He's a
It
Met
is.
for life.
Okay.
They're locking
That's
him up.
not what the contract says, Pop.
We gotta talk after this.
Okay.
My last pick. I want to pick my friend. He doesn't have.
I zoned out
An
before, and I
MVP?
forgot if he got picked, but
Jack Flaherty has not been picked.
Cy
I
Young
want to
winner?
pick him. I'm not sure if I'm going to as of yet because landing spots are a little vague for me. I already put Lucas Giolito at going to the Dodgers. I could see Jack going to, the Orioles. I could see him going to the Reds. I think that's kind of where they're at. So maybe I will pick him. Because I think he's like one of the guys that's going to get traded for sure.
Yeah.
So I'll pick Jack Flaherty, my good friend.
your guy.
And where do I want to place him? How
Where
about,
do you want to?
Rockies?
how about Jack Flaherty as a rental to the Toronto Blue Jays?
Sounds like you're playing Clue.
I like that.
Jack Flaherty
I was going to say
Flaherty to the Toronto Blue Jays.
you needed a high T team, and I think you found
with the
one.
candlestick.
I like it a lot.
To the Blue Jays?
Yep.
So who gets bumped?
I don't know.
rotation?
Because Ryu's coming back.
Don't worry
Well,
about that.
they'll
Noah's
find a
there.
spot for him because they have Bassett, they have Gossman, and they have
Barrios.
who's been pitching decent.
Yeah.
And then the back end is, Manoa's doing his thing again, maybe. Kikuchi's
And then
kind of
Ryu.
up and down. What's Ryu going to do? We don't know.
Sounds like too many.
Doesn't sound like too many to me.
Okay.
Can never have enough
All
starting
right,
pitching.
that's fine.
Yep.
I think he
can't
is
believe
getting
they did
traded. I just think he missed on the team, and that's okay.
I think he's going to go to the Dodgers, but
It's okay.
I already put someone on the Dodgers.
but that's fine too.
That's
You
fine, too.
might be right.
Yeah.
Last pick. So with my 5 picks, I have had extra points everywhere, either as an MVP, a Cy Young Award winner, or an All-Star. I just want to show I'm for the common person too.
Okay.
So you don't need to be an award winner. I'm not a star fucker. I don't need to. I don't need to do that all
Clip
the time.
that, I think.
So, although that sounds kind of interesting to me. Brandon Drury is going to be on the move
Okay.
because
Angels.
apparently we hate the Angels.
Tough Angels.
No Jaimer Candelario?
I know that was another good one.
Sterling.
That was a really good one. But this one I think makes sense. Drury can play multiple positions. He's not great at any particular position, I don't believe. But this team has holes all over the place. The Milwaukee Brewers. What do they have? one guy who's got an OPS over 800, one guy who's got an OPS over 775.
Christian Yelich.
That's it.
Good year.
Drury's over 800. I just think it makes sense. Fits.
Feels like a
It
nice
is
trade.
It is an extra year on the deal, but that's okay. Add a little payroll. Let's go.
I like it.
So that's it. Do you want to hear what everybody's team is, or do you not care?
I care.
I care.
I care about everyone.
Plouffe, your
except Jake's
team is Giolito,
Yep.
Stroh,
Yep.
Soto,
Yep.
Forgot about that.
Goldie.
Yep.
Huh?
I got it right.
Oh, you filled out the whole damn thing?
BBD did.
Oh, BBD. No shit.
Wow.
It's his first time.
So you got Giolito to the Dodgers, Stroman to the Diamondbacks, Soto to the Rays, Goldschmidt to the Twins, Robert to the Astros, and Flaherty to the Blue Jays. It's pretty fun.
Your guys.
Okay.
Jake?
I went
Yes.
out there.
McCutchen back to Milwaukee, Lorenzen back to Cincinnati, Donaldson to the Dodgers, Jordan Hicks to Arizona, Elias Diaz to the Padres, Pete Alonso to the Twins. That's definitely the least amount of star
It's a
power.
bad team.
Thank you.
It's a bad.
It's a bad team.
Jolly has got Cease going to Baltimore, Erod to the Dodgers, Estevez to Miami, Hader to Texas, Eloy to Houston, and Blake Snell to Boston. And I've got Shohei to Cincinnati.
1-1.
Wow.
Cody Bellinger to the Yankees, Bieber to the Giants, Bednar to the Rangers, Scherzer to Arizona, and Drury to Milwaukee. Gentlemen, I wish you luck.
I wish you luck. If you guys had to pick someone else's team, whose team would you pick?
Plouffe.
Plouffe.
Plouffe's is fun.
Plouffe.
I don't think
A lot
it's
of big names.
Still like
it's,
mine
that's
better.
the thing. It's a ton of big names.
What about which team you would least like to pick? On 3? 1, 2, 3. Jake.
Jake's.
Cool. Yeah.
Yeah.
Good draft.
Good draft.
Hey, the Bibbs.
No Royals reliever.
I can't wait. Speaking of trades, I can't wait to see what I get back in the return for
Sorry, Giant.
giving you the rights to this show.
Yes. Again,
Is it
it was
Jamer?
half a banana 3, but then
That's
I ate
fair.
that, so we'll check.
You're eating all the profits.
We'll hit up HR and see. There's got to be something.
You're no longer
Rockies are
HR,
buying.
I
right?
know.
You lost that title?
I know. Oh, no.
I think Pete Alonso's a Rocky.
Makes sense.
60 homers. 70. 80?
Alonso.
Are we going to fight?
Water bottle flip.
Quickly.